Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are back for the last action of the day. That is Nemo Stars against Ndejje Sharks. It is the last match of the day here at LUGOGO MTN Arena, as we got done with the Serie B match, which was against Bugema and Tigers. And now we are into the night action. Nemo Stars against the Ndejje side, which is also trying to put up a run of wins, but hopefully they are trying to make it for players, but it is a little bit tight for them. So let's see what kind of play they might put up against this Nemo Stars that has actually shown a little bit of consistency, having very good wins since the start of the second round. Having actually beaten Sportes Volleyball Club 3-0 last weekend, and this time around they will be looking at moving with the same trend of winning against the Ndejje Sharks team. Looking at the Nemo Stars team today, we see just the number 13 George Aporo on the team sheet of the day: Okumu Smith, Fahad Zungu, Tarema Willington, Ivan Ongom, Wandera Stefan, Esau Esilis, Benon Okwalinda, then Opendi John Bosco, Deo Gracious Angulia, and Malinga Bernard. And the two liberals, that is Brian Mosingus and Omiel Edwin. Whereas the head coach being Amau Tom and being assisted by Namanya Aporo and Okapis Andrew. Whereas on the Ndejje side, we see actually Wafula Kevin showing up on the list with Kahera Martin, John Joel, Chelanyi Fairuz, Emakato, Mwine Gift, Nuwahereza Posiano, Sebanja Vicent, Chichoncho Ebo, Komakechi Regan, and also the two liberals, that is Naeva Rehape and Pengeli David. And the head coach being Chitosi Ronald, and then being assisted by Sadat and Chiza Caleb. It is quite an entertaining match between these two sides, but we see Nemo Stars trying to dominate the play and still moving ahead of the Ndejje Sharks team. Well, that is an attack fault by Ongom Ivan there, as he tried actually to attempt to go into the diagonal, but he couldn't get that ball on court. And Ndejje Sharks trying to close up the gap and make sure that they keep in play, because when they give the chance to the Nemo Stars team and they give it so many points to chase, it means it will be hard for them and very tough. What a good defense from the Nemo players, but then Ivan attacks that onto the net. Very good defense from Esau combined with George. But then Ivan tried to go so hard on that ball, and he wasted the efforts of the players there. Well, I think he should have gone a little bit more safe, because the defense did its part. But that is variable for you. George coming in with an attack, but then it is a block out of the block of Martin. Yeah, we see actually the people are online watching, and some of you have already sent in your comments. Well, you see Hanifa Nantali, the comment section, and also Sasira Innocent, Nwaguma Mariam. Still see you all in the comment section. Well, hopefully we enjoy this match together here. And Ivan coming in with a swing down the line, and he gets that on court. Nemo Stars now leading with 3 points. JB in service. He's one of the players actually who have improved this Nemo Stars team. since he's a setter who loves playing combinations here and there. And it has been of an advantage to Nemo side of system attack, and that is Ivan Ongom. Emakato couldn't be able to touch that ball because the two blocks of Martin, and Komakech had touched that ball, but then Emakato's efforts were actually less. And that takes us to the first time out by Ndejje Sharks. We see there Coach Ronnie trying to tell the setter Joel on how he should actually be setting that ball, because he feels like they were so close to Nemo, but right now Nemo is far ahead of them with 4 points. And in a men's game, these are so many points to close down. Will the timeout be effective? Let's see. They still have JB in service for the Nemo Stars side. Quite a good server and technical server. Service, good pick by Happy. And then Martin coming in with a swing, but what a defense. Very good effort. Good defense from JB. The libero tried to touch that ball as well to make the last touch, but the ball went out. Good fight from the Nemo Stars team, and it is a good side out for the Ndejje Sharks team. But then now we see another service error coming in by Emakato, as the point lead keeps at 4 points. George serving, good catch from Fairoz, and then Fairoz off the block of Ivan Ongom. He went so high, and he made sure that he uses Ivan's hands to put so much power on the attack, and that ball goes out. Martin Tukahira now into service. As we see the other center blocker, who's Wafula Kevin, onto the net for the blocks of the Ndejje Sharks team. Service, good pick by George. JB goes for Fahad down the middle, but good defense from Martin there. And it is a free ball for Nemo Stars. And JB goes for Ivan. And that is a block out. This time around, we see Fahad Zungu actually coming in to play that middle role. We've seen him play the other roles, for example, as a receiver attacker and opposite side whenever they wanted to make a double substitution for the team. But this time around, he goes to his natural position, which is middle. And that is a good defense from Wellington and Ivan there, as the set was tight. And they managed to block that ball down. Nemo Stars increasing the lead to 5 points. Good catch from Fairoz, and Joel goes for Komakech, and it is ball out. He hit that ball down the belt. The ball didn't cross, and more so even Esau was there to put a seal on that block. And Nemo Stars seems to be managing the game very confidently, and they seem so calm and organized on court. That's why they have that point lead. And then now there comes the service error from Zungu. Yeah, just when you need your players to serve on court, and the player serves out. Well, in most cases, most of the players, when they serve 1, 2, 3, seems like they get tired of the services, and they always decide to have other options of service. And there comes now Zungu, who served so well, and then eventually he served out. Good pass from Esau, and George coming in with a pipe. He kills that ball down. One-man block of Kevin couldn't be able to actually stop him from attacking that down onto the diagonal side, and absolutely Happy had no chance. 。 lately we see actually Nemo Stars using that pipe so much. It is one of the combinations that are actually helping them so much, and they are lethal at it. Both the players, that is Esau and George, are attacking it perfectly, and they are giving them options on that ball. And then now it wasn't the best reception, but that was a good defense from Joel, who now goes for Emakato, and good defense from the Nemo side. And again, good defense, but this time around the block does better. That is Joel and Kevin putting up a two-man block for him, and they managed to shut Esau down. And that is an attempted dump by Emakato, but this time around it goes wrong. He tried to dump that ball just over the blockers of the Nemo Stars side, but the attempt goes wrong. Makato being having played through the teams such as Potes, Sky, and this time around the Ndejje Sharks team. As well, Ivan Ongom, his fellow left-handed player, also playing at the former clubs as Potes, UCU, and also moving to Rwanda to play that other side in Rwanda, that is Gisagara, now at Nemo Stars. Good pass from Esau, and it is a very tight set for George there, who manages to cross this time around. And the point goes to Ndejje Sharks. Service coming in by Wafula Kevin, not the best pass. And then it is an off-system play, but George hits that down onto the net. Ndejje Sharks slowly trying to get back into the game. Previously, Nemo Stars was leading with 7 points, but this time around the point gap now goes to just 4 points. And Wafula Kevin trying to actually help the Ndejje Sharks with his service to defend. And then George coming in with a swing, but that is a block out from Martin. Yeah, Ndejje actually is touching most of the balls, but then they are ending up going out. Yeah, perhaps that comes with the power that the Nemo Stars players are putting on the ball. Service by Wellington, not the best pick. Off system set, and it is a free ball to Nemo. JB goes for a pipe, and Esau, he attacks that ball through the blockers. 22 points, 23 points for Nemo, and just 17 for Ndejje Sharks. Wellington still in service. Service, good pick. Then Joel goes for Emakato. Good swing, but the ball is kept alive by Whittington. And then Ivan coming in with a swing, but that ball is out. Hey, the referee says the ball is on court. Good swing. Ball on court, and that takes us to the first match set point for Nemo Stars team. And then we see actually the second timeout being called by Coach Ronnie Chitosi for the Ndejje Sharks team, as we come to the end of set number 1, with Nemo Stars looking for just 1 point, and then Ndejje Sharks looking for 5 points to close up the gap, actually 7 to close up that gap, which is quite very, very tight. And that is the end of the second timeout for the Ndejje Sharks team. Well, Wellington still trying to keep in service, formerly at the KCCA side, now at the Ndejje, at the Nemo Stars team. But then that was a very good service, poor pick, and George takes that rebound very hard into the front zone, and that takes us to the end of the first set. Nemo Stars taking it with 25 points against 17 points for Ndejje Sharks team. Well, Nemo Stars seems to be managing this game very well. They are playing so well, good service, good defense. They are fighting for that ball on court, and finally they are actually managing to get this game in play. Keep tuned as we're coming in for set number 2. And then set number 2 is underway. We still see Nemo Stars trying to actually keep in charge of the play. JB in service. Good pick from Fairouz. And then Emakato coming in with an off-system play, but then The ball is out. You see the starting lineup for actually Nemo Stars being maintained. That is JB, the setter diagonal to Ivan, and then Esau and George doing the receive attack role. Then Fahad Zungu and Willington trying to play the middle blockers role. Good defense from Ndejje. And another attempted play to pass over the ball, but then this time around, the play is unable to go on. Whereas on the Ndejje Sharks team, we see Joel still standing in as the setter diagonal to Emma Kato. And then Fairuz. Fairuz being the other player in the receiver attack position, whereas Vincent also being introduced in that receiver attack position, and then Martin with Wafula being the middle players. And then what a hit from George there. He swung that ball hard onto the line. You never want to give him that small gap that he has actually seen. He will capitalize on it and make sure that he scores that ball past that. And a very good serve for the Nemo Stars team. Service, good catch from Fairuz. Ball in for Emma Kato, and he's shut down by Fahad Zungu. Good blocking, and then we see the celebrations coming in. But then that starts with a good service from the captain, George Aporo, trying to kill off the combination attack for the Ndejje Sharks team. Service, Fairuz, then this time around it is a service error. Sorry, it is a reception error from Fairuz, but it is an ace from George Aporo. That means the service was good, or perhaps the receiver wasn't confident enough to take that ball. The ball goes past his hands, through his hands, not good enough. And then we see Nemo Stars back into the lead of 3 points. Another good service, but good effort from the players. It will be a free ball to the Nemo Stars team. And then Ivan coming with an attempted dump, and that is a block out of the block of Vincent there. Very good set from JB. And then a very, very wise play from Ivan Ongom there. He actually makes sure that Vincent touches that ball as it goes out. Nemo Stars in the lead, 7-3 points for Ndejje Sharks. Still a very good service from George, but then this time around it is Martin, the center player, who attempts to receive the ball. And then Esau coming in with a swing, but it was already a fall from the set with a double touch. And then the referee of the day is Malek Alvin, national referee, and a very experienced referee, standing in as the first referee for this particular game, whereas he's being assisted by his fellow second referee, who is the chairman Sok, and that is Ekusai Andrew. Then Matt is in service for the Ndejje Sharks team. Good float, good pick from the libero, and then Ivan is coming in with a swing down onto the diagonal, and there is absolutely no cover in that zone. Well, I wonder where the cover had gone to, because that is a zone that is clearly seen. But then the setter was not there to cover that ball in time. Very good swing and very good hit from Ivan there. Good pick from Vincent, and then Emakato coming in with a swing. Very good dig from George Aporo there, and Esau coming in with a swing. Good pick of system play. Emakato takes that ball wide out. He attempts to play it deep, but it isn't enough for his team. And that takes us to the first time out for the Ndejje Sharks team. Nemo Stars still in the lead of 5 points. Points standing at 9 for Nemo Stars and just 4 points for Ndejje Sharks. Yeah, there is Coach Ronnie Chitosi, also a former player for Sky Volleyball Club and also playing at Ndejje Sharks team. Then we see the experienced players of the Nemo Stars side. Okumu Smith, Bernard Malinga trying to warm up on the sidelines, so that they are actually ready whenever they are called upon. That is the end of the timeout. Fahad Zungu still in service. The last time actually we came from a timeout, he lost that service. But this time around, will it change? Let's see. Fahad serving, good service, good pick from Happy, and then Wafula Kevin coming in with a swing. JB couldn't actually keep that ball in play. Formerly playing for teams such as NUVC, Nkumba University Volleyball Club, and now at Nemo Stars. And also going through the teams such as Sky and OBB, Orange Blockbusters. Now at Nemo Stars. Makato with the service, good pick, and a good pick also from Happy then. And Makato coming into the swing. George has that dig and he follows it and he kills it down. Well, like I said, Nemo Stars is actually using so much of that pipe. And every time they've actually gone for that pipe, they've 90% managed to kill that point down. Jump service from Ivan, and then the Vicent coming in with a swing, but good pick by Omiel. And Ivan coming in with a swing, but he is shut down by Wafula there. Wafula Kevin, the middle player of the Ndejje Sharks team. Most times he features as a substitute player, but this time around he comes in as a full-time player, being favored ahead of the other center players that have always featured for the Ndejje Sharks team. Good service from Vicent, not the best pick from Brian, and off-system play by Esau. He kills that down. He says there is no bad ball for me, and he kills that ball down. He is a high jumper and he is a tall player, so he has no problems actually attacking a very high ball and an off-system set. So serving, good pick by Fairoz, and then Wafula still coming in with a swing. And he scores that point just off the two blockers of the Nemo Stars team. Quite consistent in his scoring. And perhaps if the Ndejje Sharks team thinks about his score rate, they can't play so much through the middle. Fuller Kevin serving. Pick by Esau, but it's not the best reception. But then he follows and keeps that ball in play. And George coming in with an off spin. But then now Joel going for Emakato, just off the block of George and Willington there. And the lead is narrowed down just to 3 points. 8 for Ndejje Sharks and 11 points for Nemo Stars. Kevin serving, good pick from Brian. And then Ivan coming in with the hit. Very good power on the ball. Just through the blocks of Martin and Fairuz there. Wellington serving, and then not the best pass from Vincent there. It is a free ball for Nemo Stars, but off-system play coming in, and it is an attack kill down the line. Emakato was just a little bit off position, and then George capitalizes on that, him being off position, and knowing that the setter is blocking on the line, he decides not to go into the diagonal play, whereby there is a stall block, and he kills that ball down the line. Apollo George, one of those senior players in the Uganda volleyball family, with so many accolades being won, and the national team captain. Still have a few of them, the likes of him and Otim Dickens, and perhaps Smith, some of the players that have played quite a long time. But George and Otim Dickens standing in that position whereby they have actually played and made it on our volleyball side here. Joel serves this time around, good pick from Esau, and then JB goes for Ivan, still he kills that ball on the diagonal side. Ivan is actually attacking so much of the diagonal, but then the Ndejje Sharks team is actually failing to block off that zone. Yeah, we see the fans still out there trying to catch up this game live. They say we are not going home to watch online, but we shall keep here to watch live at LUGOGO. Off system set, George goes deep, but then he gets it right. There was a good chase from the Ndejje Sharks players, but then the ball couldn't be kept in play. Yeah, some of the Nemo Stars supporters there. And the coach of the UCU side, that is Osunge. Well, and Fahad Zungu nets on attempted block, as Martin actually kills that ball down onto his head. But then he actually netted as he attempted to shut Martin down. Yeah, that was a very, very right call from the referee. And then we see a substitution from the Ndejje Sharks team as Vincent comes out and Ebo coming in to also be able to take part in this play. Emakato attacks that ball on the net. Ndejje still struggling to side out. And they were as well struggling on reception, and perhaps that is the reason why they managed to introduce Ebo to be able to stabilize their reception there. Joel goes for Martin, but that is a block from Zungu. The ball is a little bit short and quite close to the net. And Fahad Zungu actually had the ball in his hands, and Martin stood no chance. Service from George, good pick from Ebo, and then Martin coming in with a swing. Just past the block of Fahad and Esau there. That was a good play from the Ndejje setter, that is Joel, trying to also keep the middle play in the play. Martin serving. Good pick from George. And then Fahad comes in with a very, very easy play. And then Martin couldn't actually cover that ball. Perhaps he was waiting for a very, very hard ball. But then Fahad went for a just small tap on the ball, just over the blockers. Nemo Stars in the lead, comfortably leading with 7 points at 18-11 for Ndejje Sharks of system set. And then Ivan hits that ball in the line, but what a cover from Happy. And the effort from Joel to keep the ball in play is not just enough. I think he should have done better. Very good pick from Happy there. And Joel hesitated to run to reach the ball. He thought perhaps he was close to the fan seats, and that is why he couldn't run and chase on to keep the ball in play. Then Wafula still coming in with a swing. Still trying to score enough like what he did in the previous rotations. And then we see a double substitution for the Ndejje Sharks team. Emakato coming out. And just number 10, that is Mwine Gift, coming in as a setter. And also Komakech being introduced on, the tallest player right now on the court. Perhaps Ndejje is looking at introducing a stronger block or defense on the net to be able to close down the gap. It's a pick for George, and then Willington, he kills that ball down just over the block of Kevin Wafula. And we see he is all smiles, all happy on what he did for himself. But credit goes to the setter, being able to see that it is a one-man block just on him. And he kills the ball down without disappointing his setter. And a service is for Ivan Ongom. He puts that power on the ball down the line, and it was very wrong read by Ebo there. He thought the ball was out. He left it, but the ball was right on court. Good pick from Ebo, and then Posiano coming in with a very, very quick attack. He is not the tallest of players in the center players, but he is a very fast center player, and he kills that ball very quick in the middle. Now Ebo is in service. Good pick from George. And then Esau coming in with the other hand of attack. He uses his left, perhaps because the ball had left him a bit, or it was actually really fast or short. He decides to go with the left hand, but then Fairouz says, I have shot this side of the play on the net. Ebo serving, good pick from George. And he goes for the pipe and he kills it on court. But the referee says the ball is out. Well, interesting. It seems that like the ball was on court, but the referee says the ball is out. But depending on the second referee's movement, it a little bit showed that perhaps the ball was on court. Yeah. Nemo trying to actually seal down the play of the second set with a very good comfortable lead of 6 points. Ndejje Sharks still trailing as they are looking for solutions to actually narrow down the gap. Good pick for Fairouz, and then Posiano coming in with a soft swing of system play, and George coming in with a hard swing. That ball was going out, but Ebo touched it, and it is good effort from the Ndejje Sharks team. And then George coming in with another swing, and he hits that ball down just past the tall block of Komakech. Nemo Stars in a very comfortable lead as we are actually getting closer to the end of the second set, with Nemo looking for just 3 points. Very good defense from the Nemo Stars libero, that is Omiel Edwin. But then all his efforts have been put to a waste as Ivan attempted to play that ball just short over the net. And his fellow players held their heads. But then another service error from Posiano there. And this takes us to the set point for Nemo Stars. Service from Wellington. And then Komakech coming into the swing, and there is netting. Just off the blocks of George and Fahad Zungu. That was a very good pass, but then JB dumps that ball off the block of the setter, and that takes us to the end of the second set. Nemo Stars still in the driving seat, winning this set at 25-17. And Ndejje Sharks still actually trying to get solutions, but the solutions are quite a little bit hard as they are still trailing. But looking at the stats for this set, we see just 11 attacks for the Ndejje Sharks team and 14 attacks for Nemo Stars. 2 blocks for Ndejje and just 1 block more. Those are 3 blocks for the Nemo Stars team. And then there are 2 service aces for the Nemo Stars team and just 1 service ace for Ndejje. And then look at the opponent's errors, just very minimal. 6 errors for Ndejje Sharks team and then just 3 errors for the Nemo Stars team. And perhaps that is why they were able to win this set comfortably. Keep tuned in as we get back for set number 3. Yeah, set number 3 underway. And still, this time around, Ndejje Sharks is ahead. And we see just changes made as Komakich Regan is actually introduced on. And then Emakato coming into the receiver attack position. But then we see on the side of Nemo Stars, the same team is maintained. No changes made. Well, good service from Emakato, and JB going for George. He kills that ball on the line. Just past the block of Komakech, and then we see Coach Ronichitosi telling him, why are you starting from the middle? Go and find your man. Yeah, he is starting from the middle, and he wants to block George outside. That is very, very tough, because George is one player who attacks the ball very fast, especially in position 2 where the ball is not high. And this time around, Fahad combined with Ivan, they shut Fairuz down. He comes with his power, but the block is solid, and they kill the ball down. Nemo Stars levels up the points at 4-4. And one of their best servers, that is George Aporo, and the captain is in service. Good pick from Fairuz. And then Fairuz coming in with a swing just off the block of Ivan. And he kills that ball down on the line. Very good set. Leaving Fairuz with just a one-man block. And he doesn't disappoint. Martin serving. Well, that ball is on a court. That is an ace for Martin. He serves it at a very, very tight angle, as actually George was in movement. And it is a very good technical service, because you see Nemo Stars playing much more vibe. And serving it fast and taking the vibe is actually into some of the teams. And another service from Martin. He gets 2 in a row. This time around, he touches the ball and drops down. And we see George and Brian there trying to have the ball before it hits the floor. But it was too fast to land. Ndejje back in the lead of 3 points. Martin still. Good pick from Brian. But then we say from JB to Fahad Zungu, who kills that ball just past the blockers. Yeah, very, very tight reception, but it was good effort from JB, who actually touches that ball before it crosses. And then Fahad is able to kill that ball down. Fahad serving, good pass from Fairuz, and he's coming in with a swing, but George defends that ball very well, and Esau just going above the blocks, just above the block of Kevin. Very, very high jumper. He is high up there, and he goes just higher than the blockers to play that ball just on the diagonal side. Good service from Fahad, free ball for Nemo Stars, tight set, but then Willington kills that down. Very quick set from JB there. And Willington was right in time to kill the ball down as the ball was crossing. And JB had just the option of setting it in the middle, and he does it so well. And then Another service error from Fahad there. Yeah, trying to be given 5 by his teammates there to comfort him. And say hard luck. These are things we say oftenly so much to our teammates, hard luck. But when the game is tense, you'll never hear the hard luck. People will eat you. Good pick from Brian, and then Willington kills it down. Yeah, he actually capitalizes on the fact that Posiano is a little bit of the shortest block on front court, and JB just puts that ball right in the middle. Completely no block. The blockers were very late, and Willington had already killed the ball down. Wow, good pick by Omiel there, brilliant play. And then Komakech coming in with a swing into the net. Yeah, he is disappointed, but he tried to go hard onto the ball. Coach Ronnie trying to talk to him. I wonder what he's telling him. Perhaps he's telling him he can do it. And this time around he's picked on. Just after the attack error, they serve right on him, and he receives that ball out. It is a service ace from Ivan there. And then we see substitution, Komakech coming out and Ebo coming in just to relieve pressure on him. I think he needed this just at the moment when he errors on the ball. They serve him, he errors again, and pressure gets high. And now we see another service error from Ivan Ongom, this time around hitting in the middle of the net. Pairu serving. Good pick by Esau. And then a pipe coming in by George. Still the ball goes through the blockers. JB actually playing so much of the pipe. And his attackers, most of the times, they are ready for it, and they tend to kill it down. Good effort from Posiano, but it wasn't just enough to get them the defense they needed. And then Happy tries to pick that ball, but it goes just off his arms, and it is a service ace from Esau. Nemo Stars slowly increasing the lead from being down now to leading with 3 points. And another service error comes in from Esau. Just right after Ivan had put it in the net, and just right after his service ace, he removes that point. One of the promising players we are seeing in our Ugandan league here. Then a set for George, very good pick from Posiano, but the power was exactly what Nemo Stars needed. Good power from George. The pick was brilliant, but then too much of it, and it went out. Willington is in service for the Nemo Stars team. Service Willington, pick from Ebo, and Emakato coming in with an off spin, but then Esau coming in with a dump. He gets it just off the blockers, off the hand. Martin. Yeah, Emakato trying to talk to Ebo, telling him maybe it was a 3-man block and he needed to narrow down the cover, but it was already too late. Willington still in service, off system play. We'll see here, and Emakato kills that ball on court on the diagonal side, using his advantage of the left hand from position 4. He attacks that ball down on the diagonal, and Willington was caught off position. Joel serving. Good pick from Esau. Very good set from JB. But a good defense from the Ndejje Sharks team. And now Emma Kato coming in with an attack. And I feel, yes, that must have been a blockout. Nemo Stars team seems not satisfied with Malay Calvin's call. Yeah, indeed. That ball hit the belt. The ball didn't cross. But then the referee says the blockers touched the ball. Yeah, these things happen when we don't have challenges. And now it is a very good block from the Ndejje team. But then the second referee, that is Exai Andrew, says it is a block out. The Ndejje players saying that the block touched Ivan right before it hit out. Well, it is very tight. Seemed like it was just off his hand, though it is unclear. Then here we shall see communication with the two referees just to come out with the final judgment on the ball. Did Ivan touch the ball before it landed out, or was it a block out? Seeing from a different angle, it is not enough for us to see. Perhaps the referee who was close saw that, but now we see a replay. It's going to be replayed, or what most people call a common point, as most people call it. But we shall replay the rally. And George still not satisfied with the decision of the referee. He feels that was their point, but the referee, we usually say the referee's decision is final. This time it is final. Good pick from Brian, and then JB goes for Ivan, and it is a net fault from Ebo. This time around he tried to kill Ivan. And then he ended up netting. Wow, too much of the net. JB serving. Good pick from Ebo, and Fairoz coming in with a swing, but the ball is out. Nemo slowly working on their lead and trying to manage the game effectively. Good service, and then Joel decides to go for Martin, who kills that ball just past the blocks of George and Fahad. Yeah, it was a good touch, but not high enough for the libero to keep that ball in play. Interesting to see how the two liberos of Nemo are playing. Omiel Godwin being so good at defense, and then Brian Musinguzi always coming in to give that first reception, trying to play with each other effectively, and they are doing it very, very well. George in service. That is a service out. Ndejje must be happy that the likes of George, if he gets into service and he loses it, it is a very good advantage to your side, because he is known for being a very good server. Then Martin serving. Good pick from Musinguzi, and then Esau. Good pick from Martin there, and then Fairoz still good defense. Good Musinguzi there, and then Esau goes out. Yeah, he goes out, and he takes it on himself, and he says it is his. very, very tight angle he wanted to attack to. Martin serving, good pick by Brian. And then Fahad, still a good cover from Martin. Good two defenses this time around. Free ball for Nemo Stars and the pipe coming in, and Ndejje kills that down. I think Ndejje has managed to attack that pipe so effectively. Every time he has gone for it, he has scored. And this time around, even when the middle player didn't jump, Ndejje was able actually to kill the ball down. Fahad Zungu in service. Service, good pick by Ebo. And Joel goes for a short ball. And that is a scratch from Posiano. But the point is a point. It doesn't matter how it comes, but a point is always a point for the team. And Ndejje Sharks trying to close up the gap from 4 now to 2. Ebo serving, good pick from George. And then Wellington coming in with a swing. And Happy couldn't get the dig he wanted. A little bit of disappointment from himself, but it just wasn't enough. And now a jump service. Good pick from Happy, and then Fairoz coming in with a dump. Very good effort from Ivan there. And then Emakato coming in with a swing. Good defense from Ivan still. And then George coming in with a pipe attack. Doing what the captain is supposed to do, lifting the team up in the air. And he is always killing that ball down. Yeah, we see Coach Ronich Tosi trying to say that George stepped the line, and then the referee actually, they had seen it, and the point went to the Ndejje Sharks team. Very high set off. Wow, wow. And what a hit by Esau. Very high jump. And Fairoz there didn't expect that ball to be coming his way. And then Esau kills that on the line. Automatically the timeout comes in for Ndejje Sharks team. Well, and this time around, Fairoz goes so hard on Omiel. Omiel, who was actually showing very good defense, but this time around the ball was too heavy for him as he tried to get off, but then the ball was too fast and too heavy. Very good score from Fairoz. Then Kevin Wafula coming into the serve, and then George killing it down on the diagonal. Yeah, Ronnie trying to tell them that there is a gap in their blocks. Nemo Stars trying actually this game with just a 3-0. Then this time around, Ndejje Sharks actually sides out immediately. Joel, all the way from South Sudan, playing for the Ndejje Sharks team, is in service. And that is an overreach by JB. Yeah, the reception was crossing. And I think this time around, Malek Alvin got it right, as that was an overreach.